Today in this video, I'm going over who I think should start for England in the Euros in 2024 and why I think that. Let me know what you agree with or disagree with. Without further ado, let's get into it. Right, so this is the lineup I've gone for. I've gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation, and as you can see, it has some interesting aspects to it, and I want to explain why I went with this formation because I'm just going to break it down. So, the back line, I feel like shouldn't be much of a surprise. Obviously, Jordan Pickford and John Stones and Maguire. John Stones is very versatile. Kyle Walker is immense on the right-hand side. And I've put in Ben Chilwell because Luke Shaw is perennially injured. So Ben Chilwell is likely to slot in there for England this upcoming summer. In the midfield, for the base of the midfield, I've gone for a double pivot with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Declan Rice. On the flanks, I've gone for Phil Foden and Bukayo Saka. And the number 10 role, I have Jude Bellingham. And, of course, up top is Harry Kane. And now, the reason I went for this particular formation is because I think that this formation will be able to get the most out of the most amount of players per se. So, for example, when England are in possession, and you can use Foden and Saka to use the width of the pitch very well, and they can make those runs into the box, kind of patrol along here. It's very effective, and obviously Jude Bellingham can get forward, create, and set up chances for Kane up top. And when England is in possession, Jude can drift up, and then Trent can also drift further forward, with Declan Rice being able to cover, and John Stones then can also push up if needed, and then you can almost have a pseudo back three where Walker and Chilwell come up and support on the flanks. Or you can have, let's just move everybody back roughly, pardon me. Or you can have, like when Trent pushes up, you could have Declan Rice stay back, and then that would also allow somebody like Walker to get forward and support an attack down this right-hand side. And then John Stones, of course, can cover the space vacated by Trent when he pushes up to support the attacks. And I think that what's so valuable in this formation is Trent's passing range, because, in a traditional like 4-2-3-1 setup, Trent is not going to be, a tried and true CDM. Trent's best qualities are going forward with his range and ability of passing that could brilliantly set up Foden and or Saka and Kane, obviously. He's not going to be like a Declan Rice where he can sit back in the lone six role, and he can also push up as like a number 8, but he's not going to be able to hold his own as a true number 6 by himself. So that's why I think it's valuable to have Declan Rice in there with Trent and the double pivot. So when he pushes up, then John Stones can also help cover. And then if then you have adequate cover back there, and then like I said before, that allows Chilwell and Walker to also get up the flanks and support the attack, so you almost have it ending up like looking something a little like that when England are attacking and in possession with the ball. Because this way, Jude, obviously we know what Jude Bellingham can do. He's been immense for Real Madrid this year. Arguably, there's been no one better in Europe than Jude Bellingham at times this year, and especially as a midfielder. Harry Kane, we know what he brings. Foden has been absolutely brilliant for Manchester City this year. He's had, I believe, over 20 goals for them, and we all know what a quality footballer he's been. And then Saka on the right wing, obviously, another brilliant young player. and we know what Walker can do. We've seen his battles with Vinicius. So that's why I really like this formation, because I think it allows you to get the most out of all of your best players on the field at once, where you can just truly have individual players shine, like Trent with his passing, like Jude Bellingham with his ability to make runs forward into the box, support the strikers, like Kyle Walker with his pace and skill on the flanks, and Saka and Foden just being menaces on the wing. So that is how I think England should set up for the Euros this year, and why I think that. Let me just reset the formation here. So, just running through it again, I think that we should see. Pardon me. I think that we should see a 4-2-3-1 with the back line consisting of Harry Maguire, John Stones, Ben Chilwell, Kyle Walker. Didn't even mention that Maguire's always a threat in the air from corners. He's brilliant with headers. And in the double pivot, I think that we should see Declan Rice and Trent Alexander-Arnold alongside Jude Bellingham in the number 10 role, Harry Kane up top, and Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden on the wings. Let me know what you think, if you agree or if you disagree, and thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.